worked in a donut shop in Lindemald, New Jersey, on and off for 5 years, starting when I was 18, in between other jobs. And the donut shop was owned by a family of Greek immigrants. On one of my first days there, the grandmother asked me where my family was from, and I started to say, well, my dad's family was Ukrainian, when she interrupted me. And I never got to explain where the rest of my family was from, because she interrupted with a critical question: Catholic or Orthodox? Orthodox, I said, because I knew that was the right answer, but also because they had been Orthodox. Good, she said decisively, and I knew that I had both made the right answer and entered into a lie, which I would then have to cover up. Because I myself had never set foot in an Orthodox church. I had not met the Orthodox side of the family. My immigrant grandparents had died before I was born, and my father had something of an allergy to organized religion, perhaps because of his Orthodox upbringing. And in a compromise between the Ukrainian Orthodox part of the family, the Romanian Jewish part of the family, and the Appalachian, Ohio Protestant part of the family, my parents had been married in a Unitarian Universalist church, which they had then basically never returned to. So we were all raised unchurched. And by the time I made it to the donut shop, I was a proud atheist. Like Katie, I don't remember having a kind of aha moment as a child when I realized that Easter had something important to do with Jesus. So that information, a vague sense of its Christian underpinnings, must have always been somewhere in the background for me. But in our house, that was something that other people did. We didn't go to church. We didn't have a church. We wouldn't go to church on a holiday when we're busy. Of all days, church on a holiday. Not for us. And there were certainly no crosses in our household where it would appear that Peter Cottontail was the real king and the focus of Easter. I remember the bunny leaving 3 identical baskets on our back steps. I remember rushing out to pick them up, how magical it was, and eating so much chocolate that by midday I was whining about why the ham was taking so long because I felt sick from eating so much candy. Now, of course, as a young adult, I had off on Easter, off from the donut shop. It was closed because no one would come in. But I remember that first year. The following Sunday, I walked into the shop in the morning, and my boss said, "Christos Anesti." I said, "What?" "Christos Anesti," he said. "Did you forget? It's Easter." I said, "What are you talking about? Easter was last week." The look on his face. He replied, "I thought you were Orthodox." Busted. Yes. I said, well, my dad's family was Orthodox, but I never really, and he said, "Okay, hold on. I'll teach you. Christos Anesti." I say, "Christos Anesti," you say, "Alithos Anesti." Christ is risen. Truly he is risen. Say it with me. Christos Anesti. I said, "Okay, Christos Anesti, Alithos Anesti." So I learned. Alithos Anesti. Truly he is risen. Now, mind you, whenever I sneezed in this donut shop, my Greek boss would say, "Alethea," truly, as a response. That night, I told my father about this interaction, kind of feeling amused, and he, in his gentle kind of way, flipped his lid. No, he said, that's all wrong." I said, "I thought we were Orthodox." He said, "Yes, no, that's Greek. No, for us, Christos voskres. Vaistinu voskres." I said, "What?" He said, "Repeat it with me. Christos voskres. Vaistinu voskres." That's what we say. And so began the tradition of my father and I calling each other on Orthodox Easter every year to say, "Christos voskres. Vaistinu voskres." Sometimes followed by, "Is that it? Yeah, okay, good," and hanging up. Because if nothing else, we are from New Jersey, and that is our custom. My other custom over the years was patting my pet bunny Parsley on the head and saying, "Good news, Parsley, it's your day to shine," and then giving him extra treats. And of course, posting about Parsley on social media. As the years went by, I found myself looking forward to this phone call with my dad whenever we remembered, even though I didn't fully understand why it was that we were doing it. Certainly, it wasn't to remember the Easter miracle itself. Certainly, it wasn't to uphold our Christian background. So, why was it that we did it? Had we done it to remember who we were? To remember a part of our identity that was slipping away here in America that we wanted to hold on to? Or because it felt good to remember, to be the kind of people who remember what matters and who they are? To make sure the days, the weeks, the years don't all just blend together as if none of them matter, as if none of them are special or unique or worthy of joy and celebration. I think what makes our days unique and joyous is whether or not we set them apart to make them that way. I saw a cartoon recently that brought tears to my eyes. It showed an older couple holding up their wine glasses in front of a Seder plate laid out for Passover, with the computer screen in front of them showing all their family members on Zoom, as the youngest child asked that traditional Passover question: what makes tonight different from all other nights? It was so poignant because, of course, everything is different now. These holidays we celebrate are different from any holidays we've celebrated before. And the idea of Unitarian Universalists coming together for Easter has always seemed just a little bit dicey to me. We approach these holidays carefully. We choose our words carefully. But here we are, aren't we? From different backgrounds and cultures, bringing our different customs, holding on to this thing we do every year as a church community. This one special Sunday, though not all of us are sure what we believe or why we keep doing all of it on an Easter which is different from all other Easters before. Has it ever meant so much to spend this hour together however we can? To say in a time of fear and uncertainty, for whatever it's worth, and whatever it means, Christos voskres. Vaistinu voskres.